We are in lesson 229, and in this lesson we're going to spell words that contain the long U sound. The long sound for U is different from the other long sounds of A, E, I, and O. The reason being, long U has two sounds, not one. The first long sound for U is the sound U, which is really the sound of Y, combined with the sound U. The second long sound for U is the sound as in the word dude. A good sentence to remember to help illustrate the two long sounds for U is this: the dude rode on the mule. Now in dude, U is making its second long sound In mule, U is making its primary long sound U. When U makes its second long sound we double underline the letter U to indicate it's making its second long sound. So again, this can be a little confusing initially, but just remember this. Unlike the other vowels, A, E, I, and O, U has two long sounds instead of one. We call it the first long sound of U and the second long sound of U. The first long sound of U is the sound U, as in the word mule. The second long sound for U is the sound as in dude. When U makes its second long sound, double underline the letter U. When U makes its first long sound, you don't make any special mark to it. However, we do also, in the spelling now, indicate which vowel group is in effect. The words in this lesson are all going to be under vowel group 3. So we'll have a silent E at the end of the word for all of the words that I'm about to dictate. We have 11 rows of words. We begin now with row 1. The first word, prune. Prune. I like to eat a prune in the morning. Prune. 4 sounds. P, R, U, N. Prune. Notice U has 2 lines under it because U in this word is representing the sound oo. And that's the second long sound for the letter U, the vowel U. When U represents its second long sound, we double underline it. Vowel group 3 is in effect because we have a silent E at the end of the word. The next word is use. Use. I will use that tool now. Use. Use has 3 sounds. The first 2 sounds are U. The third sound, Z. Use. Now, why do I say this word has 3 sounds? Because the letter U is representing its first long sound. And the first long sound for the letter U, think of the letter Y and think of the sound oo combined. Ya, oo, U. When we say the letter U, it's composed of 2 individual sounds, the ya sound and the oo sound. So there are 2 sounds embedded in the long U sound when it's representing its first long sound. And we double underline the S because it's representing its second sound here. The next word is rule. Rule. You must learn the rule to play the game. Rule. And this word has 3 sounds. R, U, ul. Rule. Here, U is representing its second long sound, so we double underline the U. Dude. Dude. The dude rode on the mule. Dude. 3 sounds in this word. D, U, D. Dude. U is representing its second long sound, so we double underline it. Row 2. Jute. Jute. Jute is a kind of rope that is made from hemp. Jute. And it has 3 sounds. J, U, T. Jute. Here U is representing its second long sound. The next word is brute. Brute. He is a real brute when he is playing sports. Brute. 4 sounds. B, R, U, T. Brute. U here is representing its second long sound, U. Dupe. Dupe. He tried to dupe me into signing a contract. Dupe. And dupe means to fool. And we have 3 sounds in this word. D, U, P. Dupe. U is representing its second long sound. The next word is pure. Pure. The snow is pure right after it falls. Pure. Now this word has 4 sounds. The first sound, P. The second and third sounds, U. And the final sound, Pure. Now here, U is representing the sounds Y and OO combined. U. And so we have a total of 4 sounds embedded in this word, but U is representing its primary sound, its first long sound, so we don't put any lines under it. We only underline a letter or letter team when it's representing its second sound, but if a letter is representing its first sound, we don't mark it. Row 3, fluke. Fluke. The outcome of the election was a fluke. Fluke. 4 sounds. F, L, U, K. Fluke. U is representing its second long sound. Rule. Rule. What is the rule that governs this? Rule. 3 sounds. R, U, L. Rule. Cube. Cube. My ice cube did melt. Cube. 4 sounds. K. Second and third sounds. U, B. Cube. U is representing its primary or first long sound in this word, so we don't put any lines under the U. Fume. Fume. He will fume all night about that result. Fume. 4 sounds. F. Second and third sounds. U. Fume. U is representing its first long sound in this word. Row 4. Mute. Mute. Put the TV on mute. Mute. 4 sounds. Second and third sounds. U, T. Mute. Here U represents its first long sound. Rude. Rude. Please don't be rude. Rude. 3 sounds. R, U, D. Rude. Luke. Luke. Luke is my friend. Luke. 3 sounds. L, U, K. Luke. We capitalize L because it's the first letter in a person's name. U is representing its second long sound here. Dune. Dune. The sand dune was very high. Dune. 3 sounds. D, U, N. Dune. Row 5. Tube. Tube. The tube was broken. Tube. 3 sounds. T, U, B. Tube. Plume. Plume. A plume is a feather. Plume. 4 sounds. P, L, U, M. Plume. Muse. Muse. A muse is a source of inspiration. Muse. 4 sounds. U is 2 sounds. Z. Muse. Here U represents its first long sound U, so it has 2 sounds embedded within it. S represents its second sound. Of course, we always underline E when it's silent at the end of the word, serving as a signal that the first vowel will represent its long sound. Duke. Duke. A duke is a kind of royal figure. Duke. 3 sounds. D, U, Duke. Row 6, cute. Cute. You have a cute baby. Cute. 4 sounds. K. Second and third sounds. U. T. Cute. Prude. Prude. Don't be a prude. Prude. 4 sounds. P. R. U. D. Prude. Dupe. Dupe. He will try and dupe you into doing that. Dupe. 3 sounds. D. U. P. Dupe. Flume. Flume. A flume is a deep, narrow channel with water running through it. Flume. 4 sounds. F. Ul. U. Flume. Row 7. Ruse. Ruse. A ruse is a trick to deceive. Ruse. 3 sounds. R. U. Z. Ruse. Notice U represents its second long sound. We double underline it. S represents its second sound. We double underline it. Tune. Tune. I can't get that tune out of my head. Tune. 3 sounds. T. U. N. Tune. Fuse. Fuse. I think I just blew a fuse. Fuse. 4 sounds. F. U. Z. Fuse. U is representing its first long sound in this word. Nude. Nude. The baby was nude in the picture. Nude. 3 sounds. N. U. D. Nude. Row 8. Mule. Mule. The dude rode on the mule. Mule. 4 sounds. Second and third sounds. U. Ul. Mule. Lute. Lute. A lute is an instrument that was popular hundreds of years ago. Lute. 3 sounds. Ul. U. T. Lute. Rule. Rule. Tell me the rule again. Rule. 3 sounds. R. U. Ul. Rule. Prude. Prude. Sometimes you're a bit of a prude. Prude. 4 sounds. P. R. U. D. Prude. U represents its second long sound here. Row 9. Dude. Dude. The dude rode on the mule. Dude. 3 sounds. D. U. D. Dude. Crude. Crude. His remarks are a bit crude. Crude. 4 sounds. K. R. U. D. Crude. Use. Use. I will use the sugar in my recipe. Use. 3 sounds. First 2 sounds. U. Z. Use. Fluke. Fluke. His actions are a fluke. Fluke. 4 sounds. F. Ul. U. K. Fluke. Row 10. Cube. Cube. I smashed a cube on the floor. Cube. 4 sounds. K. U, which is 2 sounds. B. Cube. Nuke. Nuke. I put the food in the microwave to nuke it, which is an informal way of saying to cook it. 3 sounds. N. U. K. Nuke. Brute. Brute. He used brute force. Brute. 4 sounds. B. R. U. T. Brute. Lube. Lube. I need to lube my engine. Lube. 3 sounds. Ul. lube. Row 11, our final row. Flute, flute. You play the flute very beautifully. Flute, 4 sounds. F, ul, u, t, flute. Uke, uke. A uke is an abbreviation for the instrument called a ukulele. Uke. 3 sounds. First 2 sounds, u, k, uke. Jute, jute. Jute is a fiber made from the plant hemp. Jute. 3 sounds, j, u, t, jute. Our final word is rube. Rube. A rube is someone who is not very sophisticated or smart. Rube. 3 sounds, r, u, b, rube. This completes the dictation of the words from lesson 229.